Previously on Blacksad. Blacksad smelling those panties. What is this? The new employee sleeping on the job? Oh, my nappy time. Oh, could I have to nap? Oh, this is a good spot. I guess I will nap over here. Oh, nappy time. And so it continues. And welcome back to Blacksad. So we got the anteater who tried to kill us on the rooftop. And he possibly killed the woman on the roof, maybe. So he's the guy that went in the house and the gym because he smelled of sardines. I love sardines. I want to eat sardines.
Yep, looks like you were right with cunning. What are you looking for?
Nothing. Will he live?
He'll live.
So what have you found out?
Randall Lee. Apparently in love with our penitentiary system, judging by the frequency of his visits. Theft, assault, extortion, minor things of the sort.
Any partners?
Always works alone. He's never ratted out his employers, provided they exist. Did you find anything? Is this our man? Do you have proof?
Oh, I'll give you proof. First, he has a tear in his pants, which means he was the one that was in the gym.
Looks like we know who tore his pants following Clarice Freeman up to the rooftop.
An anteater, huh? It's quite interesting.
His pants have a tear in them. I found a piece of that same fabric at the gym, on the stairs that lead to the rooftop where we found the second body.
Makes sense, but how many pairs of ripped pants are walking around New York City? I don't call that evidence.
Really? Alright, he wants more evidence, alright. Let's give you more evidence. How about... I think this one works.
The guy who broke into the gym in Dunn's place has a thing for sardines. Did you smell his breath?
Right, because there's only one sardine fanatic on this side of the Hudson. I need something more.
No, come on. Come on.
I saw footprints from those very same shoes next to both the gym murders.
Unless you're telling me that shoe is a limited edition, I'm gonna need something else.
No more? Why, you piece of shit? This one.
One of the thugs that attacked me the other night had a snout just like his.
I'm sorry, but you can't incriminate someone based solely on species. What else you got?
What more do you need? I've given you 4 pieces of evidence.
None of which are conclusive.
He tried to throw me off the rooftop.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. He's our man.
Gotta hit you
No,
that try to
he's
throw
not
me
our
off.
man.
Make up your mind.
He's just a puppet. Someone is pulling his strings.
Could it be Yale?
He's hiding something for sure. But I don't think he did it. By the way, was he discharged? His room is empty.
They let him out yesterday. He's in police custody now. You can tell he's an athlete. Made quite the comeback. Anyone else would have taken 10 times as long. Anyway, he better be fine. You know they've ordered me to escort him to Madison Square Garden on the day of the fight.
Yeah, I heard something of the sort.
What have you heard?
I don't think we can trust
Frank
her.
Cassidy. He's friends with the governor.
You don't say. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Quick, what do you want? Good cop or bad cop?
Oh, I'm a bad cop.
I'm the
This should
bad
be
guy.
fun. This should be fun. I'm the bad guy.
Good thing someone took out the trash.
Good morning, Mr. Lee. I assume you're aware that you're about to be accused of murder, and that thanks to the witness testimonies of Mr. Blacksad and Miss Dunn, your future's not looking too good.
Go to hell, you dog.
Oh, that's not really an insult. That's like what he is.
If I choked you with a pillow, nobody would know. You should already be dead.
Blacksad, stay out of this. Remember who's the cop here. Maybe we can offer you a deal. We know someone hired you to kill Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman. What do you have to say?
I'll call your bluff. You ain't got nothing. Your friend the Hellhorse doesn't seem to feel that way. Although I'm afraid he won't be talking anymore.
Shut up, or I'll kick you out. If you tell us who hired you, we'll help you.
What can you offer me? We shouldn't offer him a damn thing. Let me do things my way.
Don't pay attention to him, Mr. Lee. We aren't vigilantes. But we can significantly reduce your sentence.
That's a start, but it's not good enough. I want in on the witness protection program. New city, new job, new identity, and a clean police record. That's the only way I'll talk. Meanwhile, I want police protection 24/7. I'm afraid that...
Whoa!
Watch out!
Oh shit. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where are you, mate? I'm gonna find you. Oh, I think they... Sniper! Did I just shoot through the glass and it didn't break?
Luckily, Smirnov's wound wasn't as bad as Randall's. Unfortunately, the police found nothing on the nearby rooftops. Our best shot at finding the killer was gone,
Just stick that in his
so I
mouth.
went back to my previous lead.
Damn it, we were so close to getting something.
It's from before my mother got sick and we moved here. I loved reading stories about pirates, so my father drew a treasure map for me. I searched the whole house, one clue at a time. It led me to this enormous tree in the yard where Daddy had put up a tire swing.
Huh. What's this?
Bing bang!
Hello, Smirnoff residence.
You're
Blacksad
dead!
here.
No, I got you with my lasso!
Can you quiet down, kids?
Dunn got killed for stirring the hornet's nest.
And you confessed your crime!
Kids, please.
He'd been investigating athletes for months, including Helen Moore and Al Stone, among others. Dunn's notes aren't all that clear, and I'm not sure what he was after. But I'd say we're facing a widespread corruption case.
Well, if you're right, there could be some dangerous evidence. Bring it here ASAP.
Sure, but there's something important that I need to finish first. I wanted to follow a certain lead on my own before Smirnoff had the chance to see anything. According to his notebook, Dunn had seen Craig Spannow at Sam's diner just 4 days before his death.
Get out of here, pussy!
I have some questions for you.
Oh, well, maybe I don't have answers for a pussy.
It might have been easier to slap the information out of him, but I decided to trust in a universal truth. Everyone is guilty of something. You don't know who I am, right?
Don't know and don't care. Come on, spit it out.
I'm John H. Blackmore, Public Health Inspector.
Oh, yeah, right. There are some real freaks around here, so I have to be firm, you know? Have you eaten? Dinner's on the house.
After you answer my questions.
Sure, go ahead. Your call. Always at your disposal, Inspector. Ask away.
Fear turned him soft and made him talk. Sure enough, Dunn had been there a few days back with a chimpanzee who matched Spannow's description. Apparently, the guy still lived with his father. Dunn said he couldn't stay there a day more. For the time being, he would move into his place.
Wait a minute. What does Public Health Services have to do with that chimp?
We worked together at the Consumer Protection Office. He came in pretending to be a client, and you insulted him,
Me? Whoa, I barely even talked to him.
which is even worse.
Did I just insult his dog? That's mean.
Dunn had taken Spannow to his place. I wanted to believe that when Randall Lee broke into the apartment, Spannow fled to his former address. But where could that be? If the living have rich and poor neighborhoods, so do the dead.
Oh, very laggy.
In the mid-19th century, Greenwood became the resting place to the city's most distinguished citizens. Thinkers, scientists, writers, inventors, artists, businessmen, politicians, police officers, thieves, pimps, and murderers. Here lie the bodies of the soulless minds that raised New York from the ground up. Now you know where to go to become somebody in the Big Apple.
Oh, he lives in a graveyard? Oh wow. Hudson John.
A Celtic cross. Supposedly, the ring keeps the devil at bay by reflecting the sunlight. Really handy at this time of the day.
This is quite spooky, isn't it? Going to the graveyard in the middle of the night.
I've never trusted angels. When they fall,
They turn into demons.
they turn into demons. According to the book I found at Dunn's place, fans of the sport leave baseballs on Bradwick's tomb to pay their respects. It's strange that I don't see any. Maybe they're gone with the wind, or somebody claimed them as part of their inheritance.
Jenny Boots. Right, cool. So a baseball legend. How am I gonna find that guy here? What's this?
The four bases guarding their father. Still hot.
Oh, it's somewhere here. around you.
Joe Dunn met with someone at the diner, close to his gym. Then he took that person to his house, so that he didn't have to live at the cemetery. I would have never guessed the person's identity. I've always been a New York Warriors fan, although, to be honest, they're not what they used to be. Yep, they just haven't been the same without Craig Spannow. I found a baseball glove at Joe Dunn's place, a glove signed by a great star. I couldn't believe my luck.
Morley's are the absolute worst.
Huh. Just takes out another one.
When I look at this monkey.
Who are you?
I'm John Blacksad, private investigator.
How's Joe?
One question at a time. It's my turn.
Your turn.
Why did you meet with Joe Dunn?
Because he was looking for me. He came here one morning, but I was too embarrassed to come down. Because he left a baseball with his initials on by the tombstone. Sam Steiner, tomorrow, 12:30 a.m. Because he knew they want to kill me.
What did he want from you? And who wants to kill you?
One question at a time.
Sure.
How's Joe?
What would happen if I told him the truth? Would he lose it? Could I take that chance?
You know, in my opinion, it's always better to tell the truth. You can't keep a lie forever. Let's just be
Joe
straight.
Dunn is dead. Murdered.
I told you, Joe. How did it happen?
One question at a time.
One question at a time. My turn. What did Dunn want from you?
He wanted to know who was playing dirty in the sporting business. Dirtier than usual, that is. Wrecked lives, careers, ruined at the top of the game. He wanted to know if the same had happened to me. He wanted to know if the end of my career and my disappearance had anything to do with all that. He wanted me to confirm who was behind it all. The guy who had him killed. Our old friend, the surgeon.
Surgeon, is he one of the... Isn't it the lizard? Huh? Okay, let's try it with this.
Is Mitchell the surgeon? Is he the person behind all of this? That surgeon you mentioned, is he...
My turn. I want to know why I should trust you.
Hmm.
Because I could have killed you by now, but I haven't. It's my turn. That surgeon that you mentioned, is he in this photo I got here? Ow! Hey! Hey, that toss was...
Ah, shit, they scared him away.
Both my ear and my self-esteem would hurt for days. But at least I had a new lead to follow. The surgeon. The bastard had avoided my scrutiny by passing as a hospital doctor. But now, all of my senses were on guard. No matter how good the disguise, or how well he hid, I would find him.
So, what you're saying is, one, there's a corruption scandal involving all kinds of athletes. Two, our puppet master is a surgeon named Mitchell, a man who happened to fight in the war with Dunn, right?
Hmm.
Maybe, but it could be no more than a false lead.
Anyway, where was I? Number 3, right? 3, since Dunn was on his trail, Mitchell, or whomever, hired an anteater to get rid of him. Then, since you were also shaking the wasp's nest, he went after you. But the anteater made a mistake, and Mitchell, or whomever, killed him to cover his own tracks. And, wait, 4. The key to all this lies with a common friend of Dunn's and Mitchell's, Craig Spannow. Do you really trust him?
I think he didn't lie to us. Although he might not know the whole truth.
4. 5. Dunn was murdered 4 days after taking Spannow to his house. If that doesn't make him suspect, makes sense, doesn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah, it could make sense.
Ha! Who's the detective now? Let's follow up with the suspects. You told Smirnoff that even though you're sure Yale is innocent, you think he's hiding something. But what about O'Leary? 6.
Leary.
O'Leary wouldn't have sent Randall to kill Dunn. He would have dragged him to his basement, given him his little speech, and then killed him himself. Nah, I know O'Leary, and he wouldn't have sent a hitman. He would have taken matters into his own hands.
What about Cassidy? 7, right?
I knew O'Leary was a good guy. Cassidy.
I think it's safe to rule out Cassidy as Dunn's murderer. He seems too impulsive to have planned such a twisted crime. Whoever planned the whole thing knew the suicide theory would fall through, so he manipulated the clues to incriminate Yale. Cassidy is too impulsive to pull off such an intricate plan.
So, even if you have your doubts, Mitchell is the one pulling the strings.
You know why? Because in novels, the murderer is always someone the detective knows from the beginning. Well, that could be the case in British novels.
You know, where everyone in the mansion where the murder took place is a suspect. But there's that female American lieutenant where the detective doesn't even meet the culprit until the last scene. You mean we still don't know who's pulling the strings? I didn't say that.
How did it go with Helen Moore? But I didn't get anything, even though it started out really well. I asked to interview along with her boyfriend Elstone. Since I'm a big shot, they were happy to oblige.
Perfect. Now, time for the interview. I'll go back and forth so you don't get bored. So, who goes first? Here's one for Helen.
Oh, so we gotta play us weekly.
What can you say about the rumors that claim you were in a relationship with Desmond O'Leary?
Oh, honey. It would be such a shame to mention that shady character in your article, wouldn't it?
Well, why?
I'm sure your newspaper would hate to fire someone as talented as you.
Oh, okay. Okay, now. Time for a picture.
How should we pose?
Okay, how about a hug? I want to feel the love.
Ah. You. That is disgusting.
You're the envy of all America. Moving on. Here's a question for Al. In just 12 days, the contender will try to steal your belt. Any thoughts on your fight against Yale?
Yeah, sure.
My Al is going to kick that thug's behind. Isn't that so, honey?
Yeah, well, we'll see. No such thing as a weak rival.
Nonsense. You are and will be world champion. Next question.
Now what? Here's one for both of you. How did you meet?
At the party organized by Des...
Al, who threw the party doesn't matter one bit. What matters is that I saw you and you saw me. Our paths crossed and our lives were changed forever.
Okay, one more question, and...
Al, honey, can you answer it? I've got to go say hi to a fan. I'll be right back, Mr. Pulitzer.
Wait. You mean she stopped smiling when that fan showed up?
Yeah.
Could you describe him for me?
I'll be able to show you something as soon as I'm done developing these pictures. And actually, I thought it was odd, too. So while I continued to interview Stone, I managed to take some pictures of Moore and whoever her mysterious fan was. All right, so where were we? Let's get that picture taken. Okay, now raise your head and your arms up like you were celebrating a victory.
Like this?
Exactly.
Yes, perfect. Yeah, sure.
Wait, I accidentally moved. Stand still. I'll take another one. What's with me today? Don't move, please. Now we got it. Should we keep at it? Your manager is Frank Cassidy, president of the Boxing Managers Association of New York. According to him, only boxers working with member managers should be allowed to compete. What do you think about that?
Cassidy is a great manager, really. No complaints there. And the work he's putting in as president of the association is really valuable. But, I don't know, maybe in this case, Joe Dunn was right. Wait, no. Could you keep that last comment off the record? You know, on the down low.
My lips are sealed. Are you ever jealous about sharing your sweetheart with America?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm jealous, but I know that someone so popular and honest can draw the wrong kind of attention. There are plenty of people who would love to put an end to her career, so it's not easy.
I'm going to take one more, all right? Let's see what you think about this. Close your eyes and rest your chin on your fist. The boxing thinker.
Like these?
Exactly.
Nice.
What's up with me? Stand still. I'll take it again. I can't seem to get it right.
It's the lizard.
Don't move.
It's the lizard. It's the lizard.
It's about time. Finally, we're all set.
Wait. So, are you telling me the photos are developed? Or is that what you said to Stone?
Both. Just look.
Who's that guy?
I know he's not a fan. You should have seen her face when she saw him. You know, I thought he'd be cocky, but he didn't seem too convinced about beating Yale.
Well, maybe he's got reasons to doubt. Who's that guy?
I know he's not a fan. You should have seen her face when she saw him.
Look at his hand. Is he pulling something out of Moore's purse? Or putting it in? That's a decent picture, but it doesn't tell the truth.
Huh? Of course it's the truth. I was there.
Stone isn't as strong as he looks, and Moore certainly doesn't need him to lift her up.
This one.
Can't you just see the love?
I'm not so sure, to be honest. Love is not subservience. The boxing thinker, the boxing poet. Boxing just might turn out to be the intellectual sport of choice. I think she only smokes when she's nervous. What was making her nervous?
Guess what?
I'm
telling you, it's the lizard.
I've seen that matchbox before.
La iguana.
Wait, that's him.
Who?
Mitchell, the surgeon.
Seriously? We got him.
Not yet.
Right. We still have to find him. Hey, pal. Did you hear what I just said? We need to keep looking at all those pictures. We need a clue that'll take us to Mitchell. Hey, see? There. Just like I was saying.
So we're going to La Iguana.
Brawls aren't even the worst part of my job. Sure, you may take a beating, but at least you get the chance to defend yourself. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, Your back and neck feel stiff. Your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. People were finally leaving the place. The bar was about to close. And I hadn't seen Mitchell go in or out. I had no choice.
I see you took me up on my invitation. And you're smart. You knew not to come until my anti-fur regulars had all cleared out.
I can't say no to good advice.
Or good bourbon.
Just threw that in his mouth.
Here's looking at you, Mr. What was your name?
As far as I knew, La Iguana always stayed neutral. He played poker with Cassidy, but his joint was used as a gambling drop-off for O'Leary's operation. Did it make sense to keep faking it? Or was it too dangerous not to?
Farnham. Howard M. Farnham II.
That's right. Howard Farnham from Ding Dong, Texas. You're a natural. That sure beats your poker game.
This here's much easier. No cheating.
You barely flinched when Cassidy decided to teach that ego a lesson.
What do you want a fella to say? Between you and me, partner, this ain't my first showdown. We all got our own lethal barber.
Tell me, what do you really want with Cassidy? I can't say it's clear.
Damn it.
Well, nobody's perfect.
I'm looking to start a boxing managers association in Texas. I could really use Cassidy's know-how.
Don't worry about it. I was only curious. So, what about me? What do you want from me? No one comes to La Iguana just to drink and play pool.
I'm here looking for a regular of yours, Dr. Angus Mitchell.
What for?
That's between Dr. Mitchell and myself. No offense.
I don't have time to explain how things work here at La Iguana, but I'll be blunt. Not this way.
You don't understand. I have to talk to him, or else.
Or else what?
I don't think Cassidy would be too happy about the role this here dump plays in O'Leary's gambling operation. You follow me?
Son of a bitch. All right. Give me your phone number, and I'll give you a call when Mitchell shows up.
No. You're gonna call him right now, and you're gonna give him this message. But when you're sitting in your car all night, there's no way out. Your legs cramp up, your back and neck feel stiff, your entire body aches to be somewhere else. It's boring and repetitive. It's so bad that your thoughts spiral in a never-ending loop. Like when you're stuck in your car, on surveillance duty. The owner of La Iguana was supposed to tell Mitchell that a certain anteater was still alive, and that it was only a matter of time before he ratted him out. With a bit of luck, that would make him nervous enough to force his hand. Now all I had to do was follow him.
So we're at Mitchell's secret hideout, huh? Oh shit, it's a horse. It is a horse.
We'll be just fine, don't worry. Gil, stand guard right here. If the cat shows up, you know what to do. I'll be back in an hour.
Oh, we gotta get through that horse. Beautiful haircut, by the way. Anyway, before we snoop in this place, get through that horse, I will end this part right here. Yeah, things are getting interesting. I think we finally found the main suspect. So it's Mitchell the lizard, and the evidence are strong against him right now. So I will leave this part right here, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.